Hello, fellow 50-plussers here at MorningStar. We get to do so many things at our age. And Kathy Martin came up to me and said, could we do this? This has been on my heart. And I said, wow, not only you, but I bet other 50-plussers here would like to step into this and make a difference in the kingdom. So Kathy Martin, I want to have her talk to you about what she has in mind and what she's been doing about prayer walks at schools. Kathy, tell us a little about what you've done and what you're thinking of doing.
Well, today I've mostly just prayed at the school on my own. Last year I had a vision, and in the vision I saw grandparents praying in front of schools.
Grandparents praying in front of schools, that's a good vision.
And then a further vision of angels involved with the grandparents, of angels standing in front of the schools too. And I felt God was giving us an opportunity to pray protection on schools, to pray against bullying, against violence against children, against shootings. And I just felt that was an area that our generation needed to get involved in to protect children.
Yeah, we're fathers and mothers in the Lord, and we carry spiritual authority. And sometimes we don't realize that, or the younger generation doesn't see it, but our Father sees it. And imagine if you're at a school in an informal way, and we'll talk about how that would look, and you stop the bullying just because of your appeal to the Father. That's what we're talking about. So if we'd have some people get together, they don't go into the school and walk around down the hallways or anything. Tell me how you picture like people praying or prayer walking around a school.
Well, I did last year attempt to get in touch with the principal of my grandson's school. My grandson goes to school out the Lancaster direction, and the schools don't respond well to something like that. So I thought the best thing to do is stay off the school property, pray in front of the school property in the evening when there aren't school activities on, or when they're finished for the evening, and we can become aware of that. I feel we have to be very discreet, very quiet about it. We're not wanting to draw attention. You could go there, walk your dog too. There should be, I felt God showed me 3 people, and at the most 5.
Like 3 to 5 people getting together. If they're after school, you can walk on the school grounds even and do things. If it happened to be during the school day, you'd be inconspicuous. You might be walking your dog or talking together, or just standing someplace and then moving a little, and you'd be there 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or
and I would say might be 45 minutes, but probably not more than that.
Okay.
You don't want to be too conspicuous. You can also pray together off the school grounds.
So you could pray off the school grounds together, and then maybe once a month or twice a month actually be by the school grounds to be praying. So it'd be kind of our own little connect groups in a certain way, or we'd be calling those fire teams, 2 or 3 together, a little fire team protecting the school or protecting the children or grandchildren.
Yeah, I had a sense of being there geographically would be a way that God would give us revelation. So I did feel it was important. You could sit at home and pray about anything, but it was good to walk there, be there, and get a revelation from God and feel what is coming against the specific school.
Okay, so people can contact you, and we'll put the email address up. Give us the email address, and then I'll put a lower third in later on. What is the email address?
There's an email address, mstvconnect@gmail.com.
Okay, mstvconnect@gmail.com. You probably are reading it on the bottom of your screen as we're saying that, if I'm good enough to put that on the bottom of the screen. So if people want to do this, they can send it. They can send send information to you. And what other things would you want them to probably say?
If they have a specific school in their heart, I'd love to know that. Or if not, tell me the area you live in. There might be 6, 9 people that want to donations for the school that live locally here. Well, we could do that, but we could do 3 people
bring it into
on 1
different
week,
groups.
bring it in 3 different groups.
Okay, if you're close to MorningStar, there are certain things. But if you're not, we still want to know where you are, because if you're in a certain area, or you can name a certain school, Kathy will try to link people up. And then you as a team can determine, oh, we want to get together. Maybe you come on Sunday morning and pray in the Bob Jones Vision Center before church for the school because you're all together. Or you come during a 50-plus thing, or some of the time that you get together, or you're just close to each other in the neighborhood. But you'll be able to figure that out. But the biggest thing is we want to pray, we want to make a difference, and we want to turn the nation's schools and our children back to God. And so we can do that. So you'll email Kathy. You'll say where you're located or what kind of school, perhaps what times you can do it, just for more information. But Kathy will then try to put some groups together and start connecting people, and see if we can maybe even do some of this before the end of the school year and establish some other things. Anything else, Kathy?
Yeah, no, I was thinking it'd be good to establish it now. There are activities in most of the schools in the summer too, so we could continue then, but to have it really set up for the beginning of
I guess the kids don't have to be there in the summer for us to be making that hallowed ground for the coming year that'll be protected. Yes, this is something we get to do. Contact Kathy, and come on, 50-plussers. We're called to make a difference, and I know you're going to do it. Nice seeing you guys.
Thanks.